Okay, so we yeah, and then you guys can deafen yourselves.
Oh snap, guys. It's losers finals and we are up to 94 viewers on the stream. Please get some
Yeah.
viewers in here. Tell your friends, tell your parents. I don't care. Get them all in here. I want to see us hit 100 viewers for this first week of the No Funnies League, as I think we are hopping right on into it. Game number 1 of losers finals. This is going to be Ivayne, who's been clawing his way through the losers bracket, versus Sosa, who got here by way of winners finals.
Okay, and it seems like, I mean, the main thing in this matchup for Pit is going to be the tech chase game. And Sosa's really on point with that. It's going to be something that really allows him to even up the punish game. But, you know, on net play, it is a little bit difficult to get good proper tech chasers. Like, covering tech in place does become a little bit harder. So we'll see if that affects him.
Yeah, I was going to say that Sosa was actually doing, I would say, an okay job of net play tech chasing. We got to see how it worked in his set versus Quaff, where it wasn't so much that he was always correctly tech chasing, it was that he was reacting to the next option, right? It's like, oh, I didn't catch the tech roll away, but I was able to catch the spot dodge afterward, or I was able to crouch cancel the down tilt afterward, stuff like that. As we see already, he's taken that first stock.
Yeah.
He's not able to tech chase. So the other difference between Wolf and Meta Knight is that Wolf's techs are a little bit faster. I think they finally normalized them, but...
Yeah. It is a bit tough too, just with the shine that Wolf does have, that it can make it a bit more threatening to cover the tech in place. At low percent, Sosa can CC it, I think, but it is a bit more difficult just on Stacy to tech chase in general if you have that option frame one. Right now, it seems like the pressure is being put on really hard by Ivayne. He's doing good control of center stage, but Sosa just gets an S smash right there.
Yeah, that offstage glide to Nair has been one of Sosa's classic recovery tools. What we haven't seen is a lot of people trying to crouch cancel punish it, and because of that, Sosa's been able to get a lot of turnarounds in situations you'd normally expect the character on stage to be in control. That being said, Ivayne with a phenomenal back air to just close out that stock. This is pretty even for this game 1.
Yeah, and I think the main thing that we're going to have to see from Ivayne is he has to get his offstage game, or however he wants to edgeguard Sosa down really well. Sosa does a good job of mixing up when he's going high with the glide and when he's going to go to ledge. So it's sometimes hard for Ivayne to pick that out, but right there he gets confirmed into the flash, seals up the stock without even needing an edgeguard.
Well, it all started, as you said, with him actually edgeguarding Sosa near the right side of Battlefield. He was able to catch a few jumps and then was able to keep that combo going by knocking him back towards the stage, and Sosa missed the tech there. That was actually critical for Ivayne to get this really nice lead he's amassed. And it's all up to Sosa now. Can Sosa close this out? A really bad up B, but the arrow misses.
Yeah, and usually Sosa's so on point with his arrows. It's crazy to see him miss right now.
Well, it's so difficult to do the arrows on net play, right? Because arrows are something that's hard to do on land. And you really have to aim very, very tightly and be very solid at your arrows to be good at this character.
Yeah, so now we'll see how Sosa gets the opening. He has to get him out of CC percent to try and win this game, really. And that's going to be the first game for Ivayne.
That first game was actually, the way he closed it out was calling out that glide nair from Sosa, right? Sosa just did it one too many times, and Ivayne just said, screw it, I'm putting a back air right where I think you're going to glide, and that immediately cleans up the stock for him. Really solid game 1 from Ivayne, as we're going to go to FD for game 2.
Yeah, I guess Sosa really wants to maximize the tech chase game through FD. With that, like, it makes it kind of easier, he tells me, to tech chase on FD because it's just flat. There's no mix up with the platforms and neutral.
Yeah. Oh, but what's really funny here is the other time we've seen him on FD today was versus the Doctor, where the Doctor almost 4-stocked him here. So it's actually really interesting to see this be Sosa's counterpick. And this might be why. It's so much easier for Wolf to play that ground game, trap those landings, hold down on the stage, and just every pit landing becomes useless. As we see right there, he's able to crouch cancel Shine Flash in Ivayne again with the early lead.
Yeah, I mean, this matchup, I think it's going to be interesting to see how, you know, the laser comes into play on FB, because it's way harder for Pit to navigate neutral in this matchup on FD than with platforms, I feel, because it's just a flat stage. And we're seeing right now, like, that stock Sosa got no neutral openings, and it was just all Ivayne.
Yeah, no, Ivane is in complete control. He even baits the landing again. He doesn't get the right punish, but he still turns it around anyway.
Yeah, and really Sosa having a bit of a tough time finishing out the stock. We'll really see if he can get something together. Seems
We're also
like
seeing
yeah, go
I was
ahead.
gonna say we're also seeing Sosa do the edge guard technique you normally see against a character like Meta Knight. We saw him do this earlier where he was shooting edge arrows and then hopping to the ledge real quick and then trying to hop off with back air. It doesn't work that way against Wolf. Against Wolf, you actually want to delay going back to the ledge so you can force him to land on stage. All of his options on stage are really laggy, which gives Pit a free punish. He could even wave land on and F smash him back off. Instead, he's just letting Ivayne get back to the ledge for free, and we've seen how that's played out for him. He's not able to finish off a single edge guard thus far. Ivayne finally goes down thanks to that arrow way off stage. But again, just like we saw versus the Doctor, it's 3 stocks to 1 against Sosa.
Yeah, and I find it that, this stage, at first, it may seem to Sosa that, like, okay, I can focus really on tech chasing if I have FD, but if you're not getting those grabs to win neutral, it's like, the tech chasing doesn't even matter. And we saw he got one grab earlier this stock, and he missed the tech chase. Again, there, he got a tech situation, but missed the follow-up.
He's just dead. We saw for a glimmer, one moment where FD kind of looked cool, and it's where Sosa hit 3 up smashes in a row. He immediately dropped to the follow-up afterwards and died. So I'm gonna say that probably wasn't the counterpick for him, and so now he's counterpicked the exact opposite stage. We're going to Wario Land for this game 3. Ivayne 1 game away from what I would say is a pretty major upset in this Division 1 bracket.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough for Sosa to really bring this back. He would have to win on 2 of Ivayne's counter picks, and we saw that a flat stage like FD was really tough, so Sosa's going to have to pick his battles carefully if he does manage to win this game. So right now, though, it still seems like Ivayne's show is just punishing him so hard.
We're also seeing the reason why people have supposedly underrated Pit for all these years. It's because those hitboxes are just not nearly as, they don't stick out as far as you think they do, right? They're not nearly as powerful as you think they are. Sosa has tried time and time again to land with this Nair, and Ivayne figured out over the course of the set, you mean I can just throw out any move and it will beat you every time, and you just actually can't land? And Sosa's really struggling to deal with that. If we're in these neutral situations, Ivayne has been winning, and then Ivayne has just also been absolutely smashing the advantage game.
Yeah, it's crazy because right now it's like Sosa barely has gotten him at like CC %, but even then, if he finds an opening, he's not getting that hard of a punish. Usually
Oh my god! Ivayne! You already knew it wouldn't connect! You already missed it once! Why would you do it a second time? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
You got the stock. You got this 3 to 1.
Yeah. I mean, usually with Sosa's Pit, like we saw versus Nezergy earlier, for example, he was really good at just 0 to deathing off the grab. And it seems like with Wolf, it's not happening, And that's the main thing. He's also just not as confident off stage as he was earlier on in his earlier game. But that was pretty dominant performance by Ivayne.
That was brutal. That was brutal. I don't think anyone saw that kind of a match coming, and that was a complete wash. I had Sosa winning that. I think a lot of people had Sosa winning that, even with Pit. But that matchup just looks disgusting for